Listen up.
Hi, Lucy. Hi, Kel.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Hey, everybody. It is time for a Monday podcast with Lucy.
Hi.
And Casey.
Hey.
And I am also somewhere around and about. How's everyone going? Fresh from the weekend. Fresh from all seeing the Odyssey.
We all saw the Odyssey, not together though.
Well, some of us were together.
Well, you and I were together. Casey and Riley were together. We went all together. We could have been all together.
And if you're
fun.
on
double date,
if you're on the socials, you would have seen Lucy from the jump upset about me partaking in the popcorn we were supposed to share with
let's
each other.
ask the etiquette of this. We should have asked this on the show. Casey, we go and buy a family-sized popcorn because it's a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
I hand it to him so I can go to the toilet. I go into the toilet. Before we've gone into the movie, I come out. He's opened it in the foyer and shoveling it into his face. Do you think that's right?
How long are you in the bathroom for him
Like
to
1
get hungry?
minute.
Wow, no, incorrect, wrong.
Why are you eating in the
Incorrect.
foyer? You don't eat until you
don't
sit
eat in the
down.
foyer. You can eat in the ads.
You can eat in the ads.
That's fine.
You can't eat in the foyer.
No, that's
I don't think
inhumane.
so, honey.
All right. I
You
didn't
cannot eat in the
realise.
foyer.
Didn't realise there was an etiquette
And so
to
I
these
filmed a video
things.
of me going, stop it! And as I'm yelling, stop it, he's still shoveling it into his mouth. Anyway,
Can you eat popcorn without shoveling it into your mouth?
Can I just tell you this is true story, sad story, true and sad story. You know, I've got jaw issues.
Yeah.
When I sit there eating popcorn, because there's so many little bits and you're chewing constantly, it is the worst thing for my jaw. So I'm in agony as I'm eating my favourite food. But I tell you what, it's worth it. We bought a family-sized popcorn. I ate probably 9/10 of it.
Wow.
And that's so much fat. And so, I can't even tell you the calorie count, but I didn't care because I wanted to get through the Odyssey and I enjoyed every moment of that mouthful of popcorn and I enjoyed every moment of the Odyssey.
I believe Casey was going to weigh in about eating popcorn delicately.
I grab a handful, like fingerful. So there's no popcorn touching my
That's
tongue.
Okay, so just
Can I
little
say,
little
first
fingerful.
thing,
Yeah.
true. Most of us, including myself, we overcommit.
Yeah.
We claw the thing out and it's
too
already too many.
Shoveling.
Yeah. And then I'm like a little lizard. Then I get my tongue out and then get one. It sticks to one popcorn and go,
Yeah.
and then put that in my mouth
Yeah.
Just like a blue tongue.
like that.
Yeah, I
Until
get
it's all
that. I
gone.
don't want to do that, but I get you doing it and I'm okay with you doing
Thank
it.
you. It's not loud. I just made it loud.
No,
for
that's
the
all right.
effects.
I have sometimes just put the popcorn box to my face and put my tongue in and you lick it up like a lizard.
Well, like
Try
a
that.
dog. Like a
Or
puppy
the other
dog.
great thing, and I said this on radio years ago, and people still remember it to this day because if you've not tried it, you've not lived. Buy a choc top, eat the bit of the top, get the choc off.
Yeah.
Dip the ice cream into the popcorn, take it out. You've got popcorn covering the ice cream, and eat the popcorn off the ice cream. There is nothing better.
delicious.
There is nothing better on God's green planet than that.
Is there anything that people like?
That's the tea.
Is there a top three? So popcorn would be in the top 3 for movies.
Yeah.
Choc top.
Yeah.
What's your choc top though?
Always choc mint.
Boysenberry for me.
Always choc mint.
I love a boysenberry.
Always choc mint.
If you
Don't
had
look
to,
at me.
if you were forced to.
What's
Casey.
a boysenberry? What is a boysenberry?
I don't
Boys
know.
and berries.
But where is the boysenberry from? Well, we're not eating boysenberries. We're eating strawberries, we're eating raspberries, we're eating blueberries. I'm
Yeah,
not eating
where are
boysenberries.
they?
What does a
I'll tell
boysenberry
you.
look like?
I'll tell you, they're in your choc tops.
Is it a real berry?
Yeah.
Yes, boysenberries are real berry.
Boys and berries.
Anyway,
You
I'm
can
just
Google
saying.
it now. But what's the
Google
third one? Like, is it Maltesers? Is that the Trinity?
Oh,
is that the Trinity?
yes.
Yes.
Or is it the large? Because this is what you
Oh,
couldn't-
boysenberry looks exactly... Oh, it's a cross between a raspberry and a blackberry.
Now we know.
So it looks like a raspberry and a blackberry. That's a boysenberry.
Now we know.
Interesting.
Nothing to do with boys.
Or berries. Well, yes, a lot to do with that. Go on.
I'm asking the question because the thing you couldn't do during the Odyssey, because it goes for 3 hours, is you couldn't do what you normally do, which is 5 litres of Pepsi Max.
I made a good choice. I didn't go get the family size Pepsi Max.
Yeah.
Because I know I drink that in the credits and then I literally, got to go. So I bought myself a little bottle earlier at Coles and then I just made myself drink it slowly through the 3 hours and I didn't need to wee.
Well
Can
done.
I ask an adjacent question that I just remembered one of the things I love about you.
Okay.
And that brings me joy when you're talking about this sort of stuff. And I did mention this to somebody once. This is way before we were together. And somebody, I think a couple of guys and myself noticed something about
Oh,
you.
yeah.
You're such a small, petite little thing.
Thank you.
But you monster food. Like you are in like Flynn when it comes to food. So we go to the movies and you're like family size popcorn and I ain't mucking about, give as much Pepsi Max as I can.
Yeah.
And you will just go to town.
Yeah.
And it never shows. And I don't know where you put it. But I remember having a conversation with another gentleman and he's like, yeah, she eats like a man. And it's quite impressive.
Yeah. Wow.
So, Casey,
don't
do you think
really.
you eat more aggressively than Riley does? Like, do you go in? Yeah. I think
I'm all
ladies
out.
go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go hard, go home.
Go hard or go
Popcorn,
home.
especially. Come on.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
And I didn't eat for the whole day after because I was so full of
You
popcorn.
do plan ahead. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm going to write off the rest of this is my meal for
Yeah,
the day.
100%.
Much like the cave dwellers of the prehistoric age, I only get one meal today, and it's going to be the most amount of popcorn I can ingest.
Imagine cavemen discovering popcorn for the first time. Like they're eating corn, like, then someone puts it near a fire and then it starts popping and then they eat that and they like, that was when civilization truly began.
Here's a random thought. I believe it was the Aztecs.
Really?
I think the Aztecs figured it out.
Yeah.
Much like just dropping
BC doesn't stand for before Christ. It stands for before corn.
before.
Wow.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Tricked my husband.
Oh, okay. Well, can I say,
Yes.
I don't know if that's a huge achievement because we're not that smart. Pretty easy.
I love you
though.
saying we are, like you speak for all men. It's you.
Do you
'cause we're
think,
talking
do you think
to
all
us
men are
through
that smart?
Summer. I tricked my husband.
Name one that's smart.
I tricked my husband, everybody.
Yep.
Matt Damon, he's smart.
That's just because you've just gone and seen the Odyssey.
He was smart in the Odyssey. Listen.
He
This
wasn't.
is-
That's the whole idea of the
No,
Odyssey. He's not
listen.
that smart.
Well, he was at the end, didn't he? Anyway.
Anyway.
Anyway, we're going to spoil it. We can't just talk about the Odyssey all morning. Listen.
You bought the Odyssey up.
I'm finishing it. I tricked Kel, everybody, in a wonderful trick. Kel needs glasses. Forever, he's looking at labels on things, holding it a metre away, and then saying to me, I can't read this, and then gives it to me. And I've said to him, you need to go get some reading glasses. He's like, no, I'm Kel.
What do I sound like?
I don't want to. So, the other day, we were out at the shops together. I don't even know how we ended. Oh, it's in the movie. We've been to the Odyssey. See, it
we
always
go.
comes back to
Here
the
we go
Odyssey.
again.
And we walk past an optometrist. And I said, hey, let's go in and try on glasses for you for fun, for funsies. So I drag Kel in. There's a rack of men's glasses. I start putting glasses on Kel's face. Oh, nope.
You know straight away.
No.
You know straight away?
No.
As soon as I put them on, you know straight away.
We learned this about Kel very quickly. You know those big funky fashion glasses, like big chunky boys? Not Kel. He looked ridiculous.
We also know this, we're happily married, and my wife does not hesitate to out loud say things like, your head's just too big. You know, your big head. And your ears are too far back for normal glasses. You've got to have something that's not normal because of your not normal sized head.
I didn't say that at all.
I'm paraphrasing.
You are paraphrasing. I said we need to go to the glasses
And stop
that say...
pushing them so far up your nose. That's not how people wear
He
glasses.
was pushing them into his skull. I was like, what are you doing?
Shouldn't they be as close to my eyeballs as possible?
They rest on your nose. You don't shove them into your eyeball cavity.
So I learned I don't know how to wear glasses on my unusually large shape head.
So we were going, no. And then I gave him this pair, small, thin frame, popped them on. They look great. I was like, so great. I said, these look great. Let's get them. He's like, what do you mean? Too late. I'd already marched over to the desk. I said, hi, I need to make an eye appointment for this man because I need to get him these glasses. And they were like, whoa, well, there's nothing today. And I said, what about tomorrow? They said, sure. I said, book it in. Kel didn't even know what was going on. He's like, what's happening? I said, we've got an appointment for you for tomorrow. You're getting glasses whether you like it or not.
And what did I say?
Okay, I don't want to do it. So we go home.
I don't think I sound like that.
The next morning, I'm like,
Entirely.
we've got to go to the optometrist. He's like, do we have to? Just cancel it. We don't want to drive all the way back there. We don't need it. I don't need
I
it.
don't read.
I was like, get in the car, buddy. We are going to get you glasses, old man, and you have to deal with it. And then I gave him a lecture about, I don't want to be the wife that nags you to go do things like this, but I will.
But you kind of love it.
So he goes to the optometrist. Excellent. I leave him there. He goes and sits down by the wall waiting to go into the optometrist bit. I'm wandering around the shop as I wait. And then I left. Isn't that what happened, Kel?
No, that's not what happens. So when Lucy's in a shop, she'll pretend shop. If she's not really shopping, if she's stuck in a shop because somebody else is doing something else, she go, I'll pretend shop. So she pretend shops for glasses while I'm doing all the paperwork and waiting for my eye exam, and then all of a sudden she sees them. Glasses that she likes.
They were great. They're on sale.
She's already got 7 glasses, but glasses that she likes. So then Lucy sits down opposite me.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in the waiting area. She sits down at a small desk
With a
and
lady.
looks directly at me and waves at me. I'm like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
And then Lucy proceeds to buy her own glasses.
Kel's like, what are you doing? I said, getting glasses.
Yeah.
As well, because I saw some great ones that were really funky.
So we're all winners.
Anyway, you get your glasses soon, and I'm impressed that I managed to.
That you made me get glasses.
Yeah, that
That's
I
what you're
managed.
impressed about.
I'm impressed that I managed to almost trick you into getting glasses. We've got private health. It's what we pay billions of dollars every month, at least our glasses were free. It was free glasses.
Yeah, not all that free, but a
Well,
little
mine
bit
were free, but Kel's weren't.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because they up-talked him when I wasn't there.
You know
They did
why?
that. Do you need the special
You know
secret coating?
Yeah. Or
the
was it-
seven secret herbs and spices coating.
Or
And he was
it-
like, okay. And so
Or
he,
was it the fact that she got the free glasses through Bupa and then I tried to swipe the card and they're like, sorry, this is all maxed out.
No, that's not how it works because it's per person. It's not a total. Oh, wouldn't that be funny if I just swiped before you so I got
I
the
don't
free
know if
glasses?
it's entirely untrue. Anyway,
No, it's not. It's not true. It's
aside
not
from
true.
tricking me into stuff, what's the question this
My
morning?
question this morning is, ladies, I feel like glasses are such a specific thing, including sunglasses, and I feel like women be choosing their husband's glasses.
Oh, you don't think any woman likes a husband coming home from being outside and coming back and go, babes, I've just got some new sunglasses. And then a chill goes up the spine of the woman
Yeah.
because she hasn't been involved in the process of choosing those glasses for her husband's face.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we were friends, Kel used to wear these ugly wraparound
Oh,
glasses.
they're so good.
And he looked like, I used to
Bright
call
yellow,
him Shopper Reed.
reflective
He just looked
glasses,
so bad.
silver.
He looked like he'd stepped out of the 80s. And
Looked like I was a snowboarder.
I used to look at him and go, thank God I'm not married to that guy.
There used to be glasses that you could
did
buy.
not look like a snowboarder. You
There
look
used to
like
be-
someone, I won't even say what you look like,
There
but
used
you look
to
like the
be-
dodgiest man I've ever seen.
There used to be glasses you could buy which kind of go over the top of your head. Like you would put the glasses on. They were crazy design. And every man goes, I could really pull those
no,
off,
you
I
couldn't.
reckon.
And I used to long for the day they got lost. And they did get lost one day.
You really think that wives are
choosing glasses. Are you,
You think
choosing?
wives are dying on this particular hill?
Yes. Because it's
Oh, that's
really
right. Hang
very
on.
specific.
Producer Casey is a wife.
Yeah.
Producer
Would
Casey.
you let Riley choose his own glasses?
Riley seems to me, Riley's like sort of reflective aviator sunglasses type of guy.
Yes, he is. Yeah. I went shopping with him for his sunnies. He
You
needed
had
my
to.
approval.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Wife, I think glasses and sunglasses need wife
Is it
approval.
because you do most of the looking at our faces?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Because I'm staring at you, and if you look silly, how can I take you seriously? Brett goes, yes, my wife always has to approve of my glasses.
Yep.
Part of, better for worse, richer for poorer for glass choice.
Sounds like Lucy's onto something.
Because she's got to look at your face, Brett.
And you think you know what looks good, husbands, but apparently you don't.
Steve says, morning, Lucy and Kel. I've been wearing glasses for 40 years. No wife, no glasses. To save myself trouble, I just wear the same pair of specs I
Yeah.
have for more than 10 years. When they broke recently, I bought the exact same design and then I swapped the lenses straight over. Stephen!
Well, a couple of things. I think he's touched on something that all women are afraid of. Once we buy the first thing, husbands, that's the only thing we'll buy. Same pair of glasses, same pair of jeans, same black T-shirt. It just never ends. And I don't think women like that. I think they like to spice it up a little bit with different designs and different ideas.
Okay, Steve, look, fashions have changed in 10 years, in 40 years, in fact, Stephen. So I'm worried about your choice. But, Stephen, I'm more worried about your prescription. It will have changed in 10 years.
I'm sort
Stephen,
of-
you need eye tests are free in this country. Stephen, I need you to go get yourself a new eye test. I'm worried about your prescription.
Stephen also on the philosophy that you can only have one of two things, a wife
Or glasses.
Or glasses.
And he went with the glasses.
He's chosen glasses.
Steve,
I like it, Steve.
I want you to go get an eye test.
Nah, he's
Do you
living
know
his
what?
life.
I wish there was a job where I could just tell people what glasses to buy. I don't want to be an optometrist and I don't want to be one of those kids at Specsavers that's 18. I just want to have like Lucy's glasses consultancy business. And I'm like, yep, there, ooh, those, yep, no, yes, aviators, ooh, black tortoiseshell for you. I just think I'd be great at that. I know what glasses work on people. Mark says, hi, Lucy and Kel. I chose my current glasses, but only because they're identical to the previous glasses that my wife did choose.
That
That's
is
exactly
the
what we're
most-
talking
That
about.
is the most truest statement of all truest statements ever made.
Men are just choosing the same thing over and over again.
No, they're choosing the ones that were chosen for them by their wife. But the second time round, I'll make my own decisions. Is exactly the same pair.
Steve just got back to me and he goes, Lucy, I actually did do a test recently and there was no change.
Good on you,
well, then that's okay, Steve.
Good on you.
I can sleep at night now.
Great.
I needed to know that. Alison said, in our house, it's very much you do, you boo. Fashion is an essential and I like my husband chooses for himself.
But then you have to look at his face continuously. And Lucy's
Obviously, if he
just,
came home with some like Dame Edna-shaped ones, Alison. What then, Alison?
she points to the rule, you do, you boo. That is their golden rule of the household. That's not our golden rule at
You
house.
know, Larry Emder said you do, you boo recently on The Chase, and then there was headlines about saying how offensive it was because it was really condescending and rude to people. And I thought, I've said you do, you boo on this show for like 20 years, so please don't come for me and cancel me because I thought You Do You Boo's cute. But online, he's nearly lost his job over You Do You Boo.
I don't think anyone had any concerns up until this very point when they're now going to Google it and now have concerns about
There's
it.
nothing wrong about it. They're just saying he said You Do You Boo to a woman, and they're like, how dare he say that?
What Lucy is doing right now is digressing.
Anyway, we've got Rose from Doreen on the phone who wants to weigh in about choosing glasses for husbands.
Good
Hello,
morning,
Rose.
Good morning, Lucy and Kel.
Are you of the school where you're choosing your husband's glasses, or is it just chaos and he is doing whatever he wants?
No, I choose his glasses, and when it comes to mine, I choose 2 pairs, but then I ask for his opinion.
Oh, okay. And then he says, they all look amazing.
Yeah, you look beautiful. I love you all in every glasses.
I think that's the response. Because that's the trap, right?
That's the trap.
What do you think about?
Well, when we were at the shop and I sat down and chose myself some glasses, did I even show them to you?
No, I don't even know what they look like.
Nope. I didn't even ask his opinion. Good. Because Kel would say, no matter what I put on, even if I put on Dame Edna ones, Kel would go, you look beautiful.
Yeah, but
so that's why I can't even go to you.
That's what you want, though, right?
Yeah, I do want
Okay.
that.
You don't want my actual opinion, do
No.
you? No. At no point during this conversation have you ever wanted my actual opinion.
The Lucy and Kel podcast. You're going to love this next bit. Oh, spoiler alert.
Lucy's going away. Are we ready, Casey? Get ready for the air quotes. On business for 3 days.
I am. Don't air quote it. Just so the listeners know, I do some work for the entire Christian
Outside of your role here on the show.
in the Christian radio sector. It's
She's
a big
kind
family.
of a big deal.
I'm not. I am. There's a big sector of Christian radio stations, and we all work together because we're all in this together. We all know each other, and occasionally we have to get together as a creative group to do some things. And so it is that time of the year where I meet with other people in Christian radio, and we do a lot of work which will benefit the entire sector across the country, help the smaller stations that aren't as big as ones like The Light.
So that's the first level of sadness. Lucy's not going to be here tomorrow until Friday at the end of the week. The good news is, it's the Casey Show.
Hooray!
Casey and Kel Show for 3 days.
Change is as good as a holiday.
Oh, yeah. And that Casey's pretty good.
She's an excellent girl and I love her and I won't hear anything against her. If anyone hurts her, I'll hunt you down.
I don't think anyone was going to.
Well, I'm just threatening people.
Second level of sadness, though. Ready? Sad violin again. So not only are you going, you're going to the Gold Coast
Yeah.
for 3 days of work.
Yeah, it is. Oh, stop
I'm not
air
doing.
quoting.
I'm just saying 3 days
He's
of work.
air quoting as he's saying it. It is all
I don't think
work.
people can see the air
I've
quotes.
got the schedule here.
Yeah,
I'm
what
in
did Casey say
meetings.
about the schedule?
Oh, it starts at 6:30 and walks to
Casey?
dinner at 6:15
Casey?
that night. That's 12 hours
Casey?
straight.
Casey, you saw the schedule
Yeah.
because you're kind of like Lucy's personal assistant. What was your takeaway from the schedule?
There was a gazillion lunch breaks.
A lot of
That's
lunch breaks.
not true.
A lot of lunches
You've
and dinners.
got to have morning tea breaks and
Anyway,
then a lunch
that's not the
break, and
point.
then anyway,
What's the saddest thing about you going to the Gold Coast for 3 days?
this is the saddest thing. It sounds great in theory being on the Gold Coast, but the fact of the matter is it's at the airport hotel, which is like an hour away from the Gold Coast.
So it's-
We are at the airport hotel. I'm not even going to see the beach. I'm not going to see the surf. I'm not going to see Cavill Ave.
So you're going to the Gold Coast, but
I'm at the airport for 3 days.
you're not going to the Gold Coast.
So I hope that helps you in case you not feel like I'm abandoning you, like that I'm at an
Well,
airport hotel.
This is the life of an international business traveller sometimes. You go to places and you don't go to places.
Yeah, you see the
Have you
inside
been
of
to a place and never been to a place other than the Gold Coast in the next 3 days? The closest I can think of is I've been to Singapore, but I've never really been to Singapore. I've been to Singapore. I've stopped over in Singapore. I've driven out 10 minutes from Singapore. I've done a bit
Right.
of shopping in
Right,
Singapore.
right.
But have I really been to Singapore? No. I've been around Singapore airport.
Yeah.
So I can say to people, you know what? I've been to Singapore.
Do you know what? I've been to Japan,
Not really.
but not really, because we landed. I was 8 years old. We had to sleep there overnight.
In a
So we
hotel.
left the hotel. We left the airport, went to a hotel, slept, and then flew back the next day. So I've been to Japan, but I've not been to Japan.
This is pretty big for Lucy because she spent 4 weeks in Spain once and said she lived there.
I did live in Spain.
So for you not to say you've travelled all of Japan
I have not.
when you've only spent one night there in a hotel, that's pretty big of you, and I think that's growth. It's a lot of growth. Do you miss Japan?
Oh, I would love to go to Japan.
Did you look out the window and go, there's Japan?
I'd love to. Do you know what? This is my memory because this is back in the was in the 80s, the 90s. where we were flying to England. So with long haul flights, flying was very different those days. And we got to the hotel and it was the middle of the night and Mum and I sat in the restaurant and we ordered a drink. And I don't think they'd seen a little Western blonde-haired girl.
You are quite popular.
The entire staff came out lined up in the restaurant to watch us have a drink.
Bit of that goes on.
And then I do believe they got an old-fashioned camera, like an old one with film, and they asked if they could have a photo, the whole staff with me. I would have been 8 years old. And that has stayed with me because I remember as a kid going, this is so weird.
But again, not in Japan, really.
No.
Just in the hotel, just outside the airport in Japan.
Oh.
This is a great conversation. I reckon everyone that's experienced this will have a story. Like, oh, I've been to Rome, hotel connected to the airport, or inside a conference room for 3 days.
Yeah.
But never got out to Rome. Lucy's off to the Gold Coast, but she'd like to highlight she's not going to go to the Gold Coast.
I've been there, but I haven't been there. In fact, call in on 1300 777 899 and start your sentence with, I've been there, but I haven't been there.
Tina in Dandenong joins us this morning. Now, she's been to Dandenong, but we're going to find out where else she's been. Tina, where have you been but not been?
I've been there, but I haven't been there. Paris.
Paris! Oh, no, that's so tragic. So how were you there and also not there?
So we got a train into Paris. Then we had to get off, walk, find another station so that we could go further out of Paris to another country town.
All right.
So we walked through, asked someone where to go to the next place, and then we walked onto another train.
Okay.
And then we trained and saw the top bit of Eiffel Tower.
You saw the
saw the
top
top.
bit. You've still seen it?
What most people do to Adelaide, you did to Paris. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Thanks, Tina. I appreciate that.
Okay, Tina, that's excellent. We've got Paul in Oakley. Paul, where have you been?
Well, I went there, but I didn't been there.
I went there. That's actually more technically...
I went there and I didn't been
That's
there.
technically correct. You
Okay.
went there, but you haven't been there.
Whereabouts, Paul?
Well, it's like yourself, Lucy, with Japan. I was on my way to England, and, you know, it was amazing, actually, because the flight from there was only like 10 hours over Russia and Sweden into England. We had a tailwind. It was incredible. I think from here to Japan was like 9 hours.
Yeah.
And then from there to England was 10 hours. I couldn't live it.
So you're in a hotel?
Was this back in the day
yeah.
as well, Paul? Was this back in like the 90s?
Oh, yes, it was.
Yeah, because I think I just don't feel like they did overnights to the UK and they all stopped in Japan. And that's why all us expats were having to stop in Japan for a night.
If it was overnight, Paul, you're basically in a hotel in the dark and you didn't get to see Japan.
I didn't see anything at all. No, only the hotel.
Somewhere I don't believe I've ever been. Tyab. Joss from Tyab joins us. Good morning, Joss.
Hey, Kel and Lucy, how you going?
Good.
I'll have to go to Tyab one day, but where have you been but not been?
Well, I've been to Bangkok twice, but I haven't been there.
So did you lay over in an airport? How long were you there for?
Yeah, well, the first time when I was a teenager, I was with a school group and we just flew through. I think we had a couple of hours, but I remember distinctly going through the airport with my school group, and they found that I had, in the baggage check, I had scissors in my pencil case, and I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to have scissors, and all these people are yelling at me in Thai, and my school group's just walking forward, and I'm like, I'm going to get left behind and put in jail in Bangkok.
Well, they don't muck around too much over there, so yes, you've got to know the rules.
Oh, you've
Well done,
been
Joss.
there and you were nearly arrested there.
I'd say stopover places. I think a lot of people who might do a lot of flying get to stopover places and go, one day I'm just going to spend some time
back
here.
here, yeah.
Because all I ever do is see hotels.
The Lucy and Kel Podcast.
Something will unite us all later on this afternoon. We're all the same. We're all connected. If you didn't think you were connected to a larger group of people, you actually are, because later on this afternoon, Aus Alert, Australia's new national emergency warning system, is going to go off. There's a test of the new alarm that goes off to warn us of stuff. And they've been warning us that the warning is coming. And it's happening today, July 27th, at 2 in the afternoon. Your phone is going to set off an alarm just for a test. And it's probably going to explain that this is a test. I actually believe we've been given the official alarm that's going to be played on the phone at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So I'll play it for you now so you're all prepared for what to listen out for when your phone goes off.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
I'm just getting word now that's not the alarm. That's actually not the official alarm.
Can you imagine if that was it?
Don't listen out for that.
Can you imagine?
Dunno.
No, I do know what's coming because I've known about it for a long time and I've posted about it for a long time.
You've posted
Yeah.
about the alarm?
Yes.
So So the government's warning people about the alarm, but you're posting people about the government warning you about the alarm.
Yeah, a few months ago.
It's very official.
Well, because there's a lot of women that might have phones squirreled away. They might be in domestic violent relationships and they have a burner phone or a secret phone to help them escape. And if, say, an abusive or a partner doesn't know about the phone, here's the message. It can be very dangerous for women in those situations. And so there was a few organisations a few months ago warning women who might have had a secondary phone for safety to get rid of it, turn it off, give it to a friend for this day. And so I was posting about that if there was any women who were following me who had one of these phones, if they're in a violent relationship, that the alarm is going to happen today.
Because what they're saying is, even if your phone is on silent or if you've got the volume all the way down, it's still going to be pretty loud. It's going to override all of your sort of default settings.
I'm interested to hear it, to be completely honest.
I just played it for you before.
No, it's not that.
Oh, okay, it's not that.
This is a first in Australia, so it's really interesting for me.
I'm also interested because I'd like to do a very, very quick Lucy list this morning, if I could, around the Aus Alert alarm that's happening at 2 o'clock this afternoon.
The Lucy list.
Where are you going to be? What are you going to be involved in? What important meeting are you going to be presenting at when all the phones go off? Because my kids at secondary school, they have to lock all their phones away. So my daughter actually said this is a great test because there are some kids that smuggle their phones into the classroom. So some kids won't realise that the alarm's going off at 2 o'clock this afternoon in geography.
Chef's freaking kiss. I owe to be a teacher today and hear an alarm and go, Jaden! At the front, you've got a phone!
Yeah, so Jaden's in trouble.
Yes.
But also, I mean, I'll be in the car. I know where I'll be. I'll be in the car driving down the road, getting ready to pick up the kids from school. So at some point down the East Link, I've got to be ready for a large alarm to go off on my phone. And to be fair, I know I had some fun with it earlier, but I don't know what the alarm sounds like. Does it go on forever? Is it one short, sharp alarm?
No, I have
should
no
know
idea.
these
We
things.
don't know. We don't actually know.
Oh, it's a surprise.
Surprise alarm.
Do you know where you'll be 2 o'clock this afternoon?
I think I'll be at home.
Oh, okay. So it'll be all right.
Yeah.
The alarm will go off,
But-
which will set the dogs off.
But to be completely honest, this is a once in a, not a lifetime, but this is important. It's never happened in Australian history. So do I think I might go down to the shops? Because I think I'd love to hear like 100, 200 phones going off at the same time.
Oh, you like to be somewhere
and
where
I'd like
the
to
crowd
watch
is.
everybody's reaction.
I see.
So I think I will take myself down to the local shops to go stand somewhere busy and watch what happens. Is that dumb? I'd rather do this as a group than just be at home by myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
want to
go-
remember the moment.
Yeah, I'm going to go down to the local. I'm going to go down to Cherney. Cherney at 2 o'clock. I'm going to be at Cherney at 2 o'clock.
I just thought very quickly, do you know where you're going to be at 2 o'clock this afternoon where you're going to have to deal with the alarm going off? I mean, we're not really, I can't think of too many scenarios where you have to be completely silent to do your job. I mean, maybe if you're a pastor at a church or something and you're holding, maybe you're in a moment's quiet prayer or something and then all of a sudden all the phones go off. But I mean, there's not going to be too many people of the congregation at the church at 2 o'clock on a Monday afternoon. Maybe if you're a surgeon. Maybe if you're a surgeon this afternoon and you're doing triple bypass surgery, you don't want to have the alarm. You don't want to have your phones anywhere in the surgery.
gosh.
Do they have their phones in their surgery? I'd say no, because you don't want a mobile phone falling into somebody.
No.
No.
What if you're at a wedding?
I don't think people are having weddings on a Monday afternoon.
What if you're in the Odyssey at the movies and
Oh, yeah.
everyone's phones at the movies go off?
If you're at the cinemas this afternoon at 2 in the afternoon, there's no chance, even if you turn the phones down or you put them on silent, it's
They'll
still
still-
going to
they're still
override
gonna do
it.
it.
At the most important
How
part
do
of the
they
movie.
have the tech to override your phone?
How do
That's-
they have the tech to override your phone? Are you serious?
Yeah.
You don't think your phone is just working against you consistently for the last...
But how does the government...
5 to 7
I'm not
years?
conspiracy theorist, but how does the government have the ability, if my phone's on silent...
Well, they're already listening
How
to
does it
everything.
have the ability to override silent? Like that technology blows my mind.
You know when you talk about blinds...
Yeah.
And you talk to Casey and you're like, I like blinds. And then about 10 minutes later
Yeah.
on your feed,
Yeah.
blinds turn up.
I know.
That's how
Yeah.
they can do it.
Yeah.
Because the phone is always on, it's always listening, and it's
still-
working against you.
Crazy. Carolyn goes, I'm Carolyn. Wow. What about all the people driving and not knowing? Could it cause an accident or a heart attack? She goes, I feel sorry for the elderly. Maybe you'll be in labour.
It's got to be a loud enough alarm to get your attention, but also it can't be something that scares people half to death.
Yeah.
So whoever was in charge of choosing the alarm, there's a big responsibility.
Oh, there would have been meetings about that as well.
And you know what will happen? The alarm will go off and we're all driving. We'll go to our phone. forgetting that the alarm is the emergency warning system test, and we'll all pick up our phone and then we'll all get fined.
Vanessa says she will be at home. Juliet says she'll be at school. It'll be playtime. The kids will be outside at 2.
Oh, right, okay.
right.
Well, you're not allowed to have phones in the playground either, I don't think.
No,
So, yeah.
no.
Again, a lot of Jadens who have smuggled their phone into school will be in trouble.
Jude says, I'm going to be at school in math. He goes, so every day at 2 o'clock we have this thing called reflection that lasts for a few minutes. We have to sit in silence.
At 2?
While a pre-recorded voice plays on the speakers at school asking questions and pausing so we reflect on them.
Right.
That's cool. Everyone in my grade has all their phones in their pockets. It's never in their lockers. So, yeah, class is going to go crazy when there's alarms sounding in dead silence over the whole school.
I think the word
That's
is
pretty cool.
cacophony.
Oh.
Cacophony of alarms.
There we go.
Should we go to Cool in Marysville?
Yes, let's go to Cool. Hello, Cool. Good morning.
Morning, guys. How are you? Lovely
Very
to talk
good.
to you.
Will the peace and quiet of Marysville be shattered at 2 o'clock this afternoon for you, Cool?
No idea. Unfortunately, I'll be at the office down in Scoresby, but there'll be about 200 of us standing out at the phone wall. Where I work, you can't take your phone inside.
Right.
So your phone's outside in the common area, and there's a big wall, a locker, we'll call it phone jail, and your phones are in there. So everyone's got a number as your key. You take it into the day. And so everyone's out there listening to see what happens, I'm sure. But Lucy, you were asking, how does the government do it? Well, basically, we've all been given permission to the government to do it via our software updates. So the last few software updates have turned on this functionality inside everyone's phones that are iPhones and Samsungs and anything in the Android system to permit the government to do this. So we've all basically enabled the government to do it already.
So what they're banking on, Cool, is there's one person out there that actually takes the time to read the T's and C's.
Yeah.
The rest of us just scroll down to the bottom
that'll be
and hit
interesting.
the yes button.
I tell you why this will be interesting, Cool, because Kel has never done a software update on his phone, and I'm not even kidding. Kel's phone is one of it's a brick.
It will be
Kel
interesting.
has not been able to update it for probably 10, 15 years. So it'd be so interesting to see if it does work on Kel's phone because he's never done a software update.
I do appreciate all that technical
Interesting.
insight, though, Cool, and good luck with your wall of phones. Maybe the government has already taken care of people like myself and they'll send out some sort of carrier pigeon.
Yeah.
So we'll alight on my
Someone
shoulder.
can't knock
and
on your
just-
door. They'll knock on it and it'll go, whoop, whoop. You'll just yell in your face.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
And dare I say, at the end of another successful podcast. Could this be episode 291? I'm going to have to check. But we are very close to episode 300. I think we're less than about 6 episodes away. And for the next 3 episodes, it's just going to be Casey and Kel.
Hooray! Woohoo!
Or out of respect for Lucy, should we stop podcasting while you're away?
No.
No, didn't think so.
Keep on podcasting.
Where are you off to?
I'm off to the Gold Coast, but not the fun part of the Gold Coast. I'm off to the airport, and then I'll be near the airport hotel for a 3-day radio conference.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What is radio?
Radio. How do I connect? Radio. What's the future of radio?
Do you have a headset? Do you have a little microphone headset that you use, or are you more like... You can tell a lot about a person the way they hold the microphone.
I would never use a headset mic. I hate headset mics.
I've seen...
Because I'd want to hold it like Britney does and go, hey, 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 yeah.
You could do that before you come up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How do you...
I think I did it again.
How do you hold a microphone? Because I always struggle with how to hold the microphone. There's people that hold at the very bottom.
Nope.
There's people that do
No
the chin
control.
thing.
Nope.
There's people... I've seen this. For some reason, there's people that do that. Like they hold
Terrible.
it and they put
There is
thumb.
a thing called microphone technique,
Yeah, how
and
do
they
you do it?
create it. It is like about that far, and it's at that angle. You have your whole hand completely
You've
around it.
gripped
Don't do that.
You've gripped it with your whole fist.
That's how you hold a microphone like that. Don't do that.
Bruce
Hold it like
Springsteen
that.
style.
No, just that's how you hold a microphone.
Okay.
Anyway,
This is
I'm
why
very
I'm-
I'm very specific about holding microphones.
This is why I'm not a part of this conference.
Yeah.
Can you smuggle Casey on in carry-on luggage?
I would love to.
I'm too heavy for 15 kilos.
Yeah, she needs to lose a bit of weight.
Yeah.
Wow.
One day I'll have. One day she'll be my EA.
It is true.
Yeah.
Great.
Anyway,
One
it's
day.
gonna be. I'm gonna miss you guys. I really will. I'll miss you guys.
Oh my gosh, look at her. She's so excited to leave.
She's going to
She's
the
got
Gold
one foot
Coast.
out the door.
I'm not. I'm working for 3 days. I don't get any time off.
You're literally
And I don't
eating
get-
lunch every 5th second.
I don't get paid for it. It's exhausting.
You can't keep telling people how hard you're going to work when Casey has seen your itinerary. You can't be doing that. And on that bombshell, it's time for us to wrap up the potty. Have a great whatever rest of the day it is for you. And until we meet again, everybody.
Well, that's all for now. But you can download more podcasts anytime or catch Lucy and Kel live weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on 89.9 The Light.
This is the end bit. This is the end bit.
Woo!
This is the end bit
Yeah.
of the show.
And bit.